All right, guys, this is Ray from Agile CAD Solution. Welcome to the channel and the tutorials. Today, we're going to be doing tutorials in advanced still how to model, detail, and also render your model. So what you're looking at, it's a 15 by 15 by 6, should be by 6, 10-ton overhead crane. First image, it shows the portal frame with cladding, and then the second image shows the skeleton, the structural steel, the skeleton of the model. So this, we are going to be getting our information from an engineer's drawing. All right, so if you take a look at this engineer's drawing, we've got elevations and floor plans on this particular sheet. We've got member sizes, member legend. We've got structural steel notes as well. This presentation or this layout was as per request from the client. They say that all floor plans or plans and elevations should be on one sheet, and all connection details should be on a second sheet as well. So basically, this is how we did the drawing and the connections as well. This drawing was done in Tekla Structures, but today we are going to do it in Advanced Still. All right, so the softwares that we're going to be doing in terms of tutorials, we're going to be looking at Advanced Still, Tekla Structures, Inventor, SolidWorks, ArchiCAD. And then in terms of rendering, we're going to be looking at Keyshot, Lumion, and also ArchiCAD itself, because ArchiCAD has a built-in render, even though it's not as good as, but it's got a built-in render. Tekla Advanced Still also have got built-in renders, but they're not as good as Keyshot or Lumion. So we're going to be taking a look at that as well. Right, so this is the drawing that we're going to be using. We're going to try to reproduce this in Advanced Still. So let's start our Advanced Still. I'm going to be using Advanced Still 2023. Whichever Advanced Still version that you have, it's still fine. No much difference is there in terms of the versions. Probably just one or two things that they added, but otherwise in terms of the interface, everything is the same. One thing to mention, Advanced Still is built on top of AutoCAD. So if you have used AutoCAD before, it's going to be very easy for you to understand and model in Advanced Still. Like I said, we're going to model, and then we're going to do detailed drawings. So then after that, we're going to choose whether we're going to render in Keyshot or in Lumion. I will show you how to export the file into those softwares. So right now we are presented with Advanced Still first page. If you notice in Advanced Still, you've got a tab. This is the country settings and configurations tab. If you read, it says set the current country style and configuration used in your project, such as drawing styles, preferred profiles, templates, etc. And if you go to select content, you've got Australia, you've got United Kingdom, you've got international, and you've got United States. These are basically the countries that you have. This is pretty much different from Tekla, because Tekla you can load a couple of environments that you want to use. Right, so I usually use United Kingdom. I'm going to use United Kingdom. This will affect you, as they say, it will affect you mostly in terms of when it comes to the preferred profiles. When you choose a profile, if for example you have chosen Australia, it's going to give you the first page. When you choose a profile, it's going to give you Australian still profiles. So now if you want to choose South African still profiles, you now have to browse. That's where the difference comes in. That's not much of a hassle, but the major difference is in the drawing styles. When you're now doing your detailed drawing or producing your detailed drawings or fabrication drawings, this is where it gets tricky according to the environment that you have chosen. So play around with those environments, get used to the environments, and then choose the environment that you understand better when it comes to fabrication drawings and drawing production. So the other thing, sometimes I saw that when you start up Advanced Still, it's going to have this box checked where it says do not show this again on startup. What this means that if you choose United Kingdom, the next time you start up Advanced Still, this is not going to appear. It's going to come in default using United Kingdom environment. So if it happens that you have checked this by mistake, or it comes in unchecked and you say okay, I will show you how to uncheck the box inside Advanced Still so that you can have this dialog box every time when you start up, and you can be able to choose your environment. So let's dive into Advanced Still. So we're going to go and say Advanced Still template so that we can start and see how Advanced Still looks like. Okay, so when you start up Advanced Still, you notice that it automatically, the UCS is in 3D, and your workspace is in 3D. And pardon me, I have to close these. These are tabs from add-ons that I have installed. So I have to close these. All right, so basically this is what your Advanced Still looks like. If you check on the ribbon, from home up to featured apps, this is all part of Advanced Still by default. As built to Power Pack, these are add-ons that I have downloaded, so do not mind these. What we'll be dealing with is on the ribbon or starting from home to featured applications. This is what you're going to be dealing with. So if you notice, if you've used AutoCAD, the ribbon is very familiar. You can switch between your 3D, your 2D, and by the way, Advanced Still is built on top of AutoCAD. So if you go to your bottom right corner on your settings, you'll see that you've got drafting annotation, 3D basics, 3D modeling, and then you've got Advanced Still. So when you start Advanced Still, automatically it comes in Advanced Still using the Advanced Still workspace. So basically, I'm not going to be touching more on the ribbon. We will be looking at it as we go through the tutorial and all that. So first things first, let's save the model, save the drawing. Wherever you want to save the drawing, save the drawing. Bear in mind one thing with Advanced Still is this drawing number 1. Create a folder for it, because once you start working in Advanced Still will create folders, or will create project folders for your detailed drawings, your bill of materials, your DXF files, and other reports as per need. So wherever you store your projects, go there, go to your projects, create a folder, and then save it there. So in this particular case, we're going to go to 2024. So I've already created a folder that's written practice 15 by 15 by 10 ton shed. So in terms of naming our drawing, we're going to copy this 15 by 15 10 ton. We're going to copy that, and then you're going to go into the folder, right? Let's delete. We don't need that. So right, it's basically renaming our drawing from drawing 1 to that, and then we save. All right, so from there, if you check at the top there on the top above the ribbon, it now shows you the location of the drawing and the name of the drawing as well. Then from there, the next step that I want you to understand and make sure that you always do it is when you go to the ribbon under home and you go to settings. You've got this icon, management settings. To the right, you've got this one that says project settings, right? Click that. This is where you put you input your project information. For example, our project already we have copied. It's already there on the clipboard, so that's the name of the project. Right. Project number, we can say a CS-001. Right. The client, we can say Mr. XX. That's the client.